Emerging victorious in the Sino-Japanese War, Japan sought to secure the Liaodong Peninsula, only to be forced into a humiliating retreat by the coercive intervention of Russia, Germany, and France. This betrayal ignited a firestorm of outrage across Japanese society, where people seethed with anger at having their hard-earned rights as a victorious nation torn away by the hands of foreign powers.
The sense of injustice was palpable, and the Japanese people felt robbed, disrespected, and humiliated on the global stage. The media echoed this fury, with newspapers and leaders singling out Russia as the chief villain in this bitter affair, channeling the nation's collective rage and fueling a desire for retribution. Eventually, Japan decided to go to war, and the war began with a surprise attack by Japan. Japan believed that war would be easy only if Joseon was on its side first, so it ignored the Korean Empire's declaration of neutrality and applied pressure to forcefully adopt the Korea-Japan Protocol.
On February 9, 1904, the war began with Japan's surprise and preemptive attack.
After that, Japan won the Battle of Hill 2 or 3 in the Battle of Yosun and the Battle of Bangchang. Russia was increasingly falling into a quagmire of defeat. And decisively, Japan succeeded in destroying the Baltic Fleet in a naval battle in the East Sea of the Korean Peninsula and won the war. Basically, Russia was much stronger economically because Japan borrowed a lot of loans from Britain and the United States for the war, and it was risky to borrow anymore.
The front lines to be managed were too wide to handle, and supplies needed for war, such as weapons and ammunition, were running out.
Although Russia also suffered continuous defeats, it was possible to risk more because the basic number of troops and military power were greater than that of Japan. Internally, political chaos such as the Bloody Sunday incident deepened tensions, and prolonging the war would be the problem. In this reality, the United States wanted to end the war in a moderate way, and the United States was willing to mediate the war between Russia and Japan. At first, they did not accept Roosevelt's proposal, but as both sides faced a situation in which the war could not continue, the Treaty of Portsmouth was eventually signed.
The key contents of the treaty. Number 1. The Russian Empire recognizes the Japanese Empire's authority to guide, protect, and supervise the Korean Empire. Number 2. The Russian Empire cedes the approval of territorial rights in Russian and Dalian and the right to build railways south of Changchun. Number 3. Russia cedes the Coral Islands and South Sakhalin Islands south of 50 degrees north latitude on condition that the Japanese Empire does not demand any reparations. Number 4. The Russian Empire ceded to the Japanese Empire fishing rights along the Russian coasts in the Sea of Japan, the Sea of Okhotsk, and the Bering Sea.
Although it is stated in the Treaty of Portsmouth above, this is actually a policy that favoured Japan in Manchuria, and Japan is recognised as a world power in earnest through this war. And in Joseon, where even Russia disappeared after China, Joseon was actually doomed to the tragic destiny of being a Japanese colony. In the early days of the Russo-Japanese War, most believed that Russia would win against Japan.
However, the victory of Japan caused a great shock to the international community. Russia internally criticized the incompetent imperial family, saying that Japan could not win. Criticism of the imperial family continued to grow, which later led to the Communist Revolution. After that, Japan continued its victory in the spirit of the war, accelerating its invasion of China and annexing Korea, which later became the prelude to the Pacific War. Thank you for watching the video, The Russo-Japanese War Part 2, provided by History and Current Events. This is Gina, Lily, Sarah, and Tony have contributed so far as narrators. Thank you.